So as I was doing the homework yesterday, I had a question about the art of change process, which you asked us to look at. And so I was able to think of an issue, and I went through populating that first column of what is it you don't want. And I made a list of things which came up, and I began tapping on them. And that was clear enough, and I could see that there was a shift happening slowly. I wasn't entirely clear about all the other columns. Is it just something like you keep tapping and spontaneously you go on to those columns, or do you, when you're holding your wrist, is that when you start thinking of what is it you do want? So I'd like you to talk a little more about the other three columns of the art of change.
That's a good question. All right. Whenever I work the art of change, personally, I realize the flow. This is actually a flow chart. All right. The chart, the column I work is this one here, which I'm looking for. How do you know? Have you ever? Anyone else has this problem? What's the worst of the worst? What do you believe about this? And some other questions I may use. All right. This here gives me the resources to how you successfully create the problem. All right. This is the one I work. But how I work it is I tap on the memory and I get to the memory and I change the memory to positive. Now, as you change the memory to positive, it could happen like, who am I? Or it may show up as like, I want to get the hell out of here and I want to quit. These are very common emotions because what happened is you're actually changing the structure of your thinking. You're actually changing your identity. You're also changing how you represent your personal self and the world. So this is the chart, this is the column I work. But I know I'm going this way. All right? Of course, when you're working on yourself, your goal basically is to figure out how you do it, change the memories, and turn it into positive. If you begin to start changing the positive, you start to feel a resistance, or you want to quit, or you want to go eat something, clean something, shop something. It's okay to shop something. You can buy stuff for me and send it to me, but do go back and finish up your stuff. This is what happens. All right, so usually when you're doing this part, especially working on yourself, you're going to find yourself wanting to stop. You're getting scared, and then some people get so scared they won't even tap again, because what happens is you're getting close to your own issues. So if you find yourself avoiding tapping, obviously there's something in here that you're afraid to find, afraid to see, and afraid to go there. Just feel that fear only. Tap until you change it. Because see, I mean, some of us have had some pretty horrific things happen. I mean, stuff, because I come from Habilitat. Now, Habilitat